The soul of triple constraint has a kind of relationship with convergent thinking. What I mean here is, just like Mr. Jawad mentioned, you have the scope of something. I don't want to use the word project, so you don't think it's project management that we are discussing per se. The scope, the work you want to get done, that what you want to do, the time, the duration, what the schedule, and then you have your budget, the costs. Those three, in my village, we call them arometa. They don't they don't spill the soup. The way I explain it in my training is I say, when one of them catches cold, when one of them sneezes, the others will catch cold. When one of them sneezes, the others will catch cold. For example, you are working on something. Ordinarily, it's supposed to be 6 weeks. You're supposed to spend 1.3 million naira, and you're supposed to do like 100 units of work. Okay. Then suddenly you realize that you can't spend 6 weeks anymore. You can only spend 4 weeks. Meaning that the time schedule is sneezing. Okay? Do you agree that the other two will catch cold? How will it catch cold? Anybody, quickly. How will it catch cold? Kai, 9:30. Hey, can I keep asking questions like this? Okay, let me tell you the answer myself. How will it catch cold? Simple. If you reduce the time, how are you? Okay, you say something? Oh yeah, please proceed quickly.
Yes, I said if you reduce the time, costs will likely increase.
If you reduce the time, what will happen? I didn't hear that part.
I said costs may likely increase if you still need to deliver the same quantity of units.
Interesting. If you cut the time, cost might increase. Okay. So if your schedule is sneezing, your cost might catch cold. Your scope might catch cold. Beautiful. That's the fundamental principle of triple constraint. Then, at some point, I call this the evolution of a triple constraint. Now you understand the core of triple constraint. Now, from that, some other people came later. They said, no. It is possible for you to drop one of those things. Something should impact one of those three. And yet, the two will remain constant. That is somehow possible. We said how? It's possible for you to reduce the scope of the project or increase the scope of the project and yet insist that the cost remains, and then insist that the time, the schedule should also remain. What will happen? Something else will suffer. It's called quality. So that's the fourth constraint. It used to be 3, then it became 4. So, and later some other people came again and said, no, even the 4 is not complete. It should be 6. They added 2 more. They added the risk. They added resources. Where am I going here? A project manager is someone who thinks in multiple directions at the same time. There is a whole process group called monitoring and controlling process group. There's a particular process they are called perform integrated change control, wherein at every point in time, something is happening at the moment. A project manager wants to think, what is the implication of this thing on all your constraints? How does this thing affect your time? How does it affect the scope? How does it affect the schedule? How does it affect the cost? How does it affect the risks, the opportunities, the threats? How does it affect the way you communicate? How does it affect your resources? How does it affect what you need to procure? How does it affect so much? At every point in time, at everything that is impacting you, you want to keep thinking in multiple directions. You are not parochial. That is where I'm going. You are not parochial. This is a fundamental principle of divergent thinking. Then, of course, if you've done your divergent thinking, as at when you now want to take action, when you are doing your planning, and then you now need to converge all your thoughts together in a specific, act or direction for you to strike and execute. This is one of the reasons why critical thinking is said to be one of those skills you would naturally develop when you manage projects properly, following the right framework, tools, techniques, methodologies.